Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where our primary heir is of the wrong dynasty. Now, we have killed this daughter, and we have worked on killing this daughter, but actually, it's, not amazingly necessary. Let's see, this person is non-matrilineally married to that guy who is part of the realm of Croatia. Okay, yeah, this is completely fine. It was pointed out to me that when we switched to absolute crown authority, rulers can designate their heir. I completely forgot that that was a thing because of our cultural limitations. So that is 100% a thing. We can change our designated heir. Now, currently, you'll see we gain Zambia, and our daughter that we were trying to kill gains everything else. That's not what we want. We want to set this guy as our designated heir. That costs us 1,000 prestige. We don't care about that. 1,000 prestige is irrelevant. He's now our designated heir, which means that he gets all of this. She gets Zambia, but she is still part of our realm. She'll remain part of our realm, so that's not a big deal. Which of course means we don't need to murder our daughter. Wonderful. So that's a thing. Now, I am noticing that we are still at 7 of 6 with our domain holdings. That's awkward, to be sure. We could send a child to university, but we don't have any valid children to send to university. We'll lose some stress, and we're no longer trying to murder this daughter. We murdered this one a little bit, but I'm sure it's fine. We're sadistic. Excellent. We have no stress, so clearly the character doesn't care about it too much. We can usurp some duchies, and that might be something that we want to do, but I still do want to work on our economy mostly for this character's life. Or maybe not the whole life, but certainly part of it. I mean, our faith level is really, really bad, so that's not amazingly useful for us. Let's go ahead and upgrade this curtain wall. I want to get these as upgraded as possible for right now. That's the current focus. We're going to get plate armor in about 2 years, which will be very, very useful for us. Primogeniture in about 9 years. I would like to finish off Castle Bailey's, and actually right now Guilds is looking pretty good given our domain limit issues. Yeah, that would be nice to have. There's no doubt about that. I suppose we could look to divorce our husband, or... Do we get stats for consorts? Oh, there are no valid characters anyway. Noted. There's a dangerous faction. A Liberty faction. Fascinating. That's a lot of people in this faction. They mostly have middling opinions of us. Not too much we can do about this guy. Our sister, however, I think we can do something about this. This is a terrible idea. They're very related. Can we negotiate an alliance with our sister? She is our sister. She would not currently accept because she's a claimant. Okay. We could disinherit her. But I don't think that's super necessary. Let's see, she has 16.7%. We only need to drop this faction by 7%. Maybe the King of Pomerania would be a better target for this. Wait, he's already betrothed. No, not him. I'm trying to look at the other children. Betrothed. Okay, he's not helpful. Fascinating. Well, that's 31 months away, and it is only a Liberty faction. However, we do actually have to be on absolute crown authority because of our designation, our designated heir. So we can't actually just acquiesce. That's interesting. Yeah, we'll accept that. We may actually want to work on swaying say, this guy. We're not currently scheming on anything else, so let's work on swaying him and just see if... Actually... He's Old Vitalist right now. He considers us a stray. I'm wondering if we could maybe pay him to convert. $150 gold for 19 opinion does not seem worth it. But once we sway him a little bit, we might be able to ask him to convert once he likes us a little bit better. So I think that's the idea there. Everybody that was seated by us likes us a little bit better because we're the life of the party, apparently. Or the death of the party, as it might be. Considering our penchant for murdering people in this life. I say that, but we only murdered one person. But it was a pointless murder, so it's all good. Okay, so these cannot be upgraded yet because we're lacking the technology, right? So military structures cannot be upgraded yet. And these, I don't think they can be upgraded to level 6. They could. They could be upgraded to outer bailies. Okay. That's only going to be the county capitals that get that, though. Yeah, that could be upgraded. Yeah, we'll attend your feast. There are so many feasts happening. But that's a good way to make friends, so I don't hate that. Is this faction no longer a thing? No, it's still a thing, and it's even more of a thing now. Excellent. I'd still love to figure out a way to get this guy out of there. But hopefully the sway will do something about that. And actually a big part of the reason he doesn't like us is to do with religion. So he's a title claimant, sure. Over domain limit, that doesn't help. Absolute crown authority, that doesn't help. Not rightful liege, sure. Male dominated, that's actually because of the religion. Vitalism is a stray is also because of the religion. So that's a 20 malice right there because of the religion. And I think if it's same religion, that's a bonus? Faithful +5 and Defender of the Faith +5. So, yeah, in theory, is it because... Yeah, so that should be like a difference of 30 right there. We can imprison this guy. Only a 60% chance, and since we've got a dangerous faction, I'm going to pass on that for right now. I mean, I think we could win this war, but I would rather not have to, if that makes any sense. I'd rather not fight the war at all. We could upgrade the second curtain wall or the livestock pens. I think that would be about the same amount, right? Actually, this is twice as much, and it doesn't cost twice as much. We're missing 101 gold to make that happen. Fair enough. Converted from Polish to Prussian. Good job, dude. I'm happy for you. He's got quite the chin. Wonderful. Okay, we can do some upgrades, and this would be... No holding tax increase. Pass. This would give us a tax increase, but we're actually a little bit better off upgrading these livestock pens instead. We're only missing 21 gold on that, and we're about to get a payment here in a couple days, so we'll wait on that. Wonderful. So we're making 40.7 gold even while being over our domain limit, which does reduce our domain taxes by 20%. That is definitely something we need to consider. I'd love to figure out a way to get our stewardship up. Our stewardship is real bad. This guy, I'm going to remove his guardian real quick. And I want to try to educate him with somebody with a stewardship education. It has to be from our court. I suppose we could invite in a courtier that has... Actually, this guy wouldn't be terrible. There's multiple fortune builders there. They would cost quite a lot. Yeah, this guy's the cheapest at 220. Maybe there's somebody else down here that is even cheaper, though. That's a negative. Okay. 220 it is. The voice of reason. We're gonna... This is a good chance of finding at least a good compromise. Okay, good compromise. Excellent. We are about to get a lifestyle perk, which is going to be great. And we're going to go for Hergeld, for sure. There's no doubt about that. I want additional taxes. There we go. 1,000,000%. And yeah, that's only going to increase our income by 1.78, but that's still a pretty respectable amount. We can imprison some criminals. 61% chance on that guy, 63 on that guy. Pass on that. Let's go ahead and bring that guy into our court. The exclusive reason we're bringing him in is to educate our son in matters of stewardship. I don't want him to convert faith or culture. Excellent. Our son is spindly. Okay. He's also a little bossy. That's not a terrible thing. Did I not do this already? Okay. There we go. I might have chosen the wrong child, but whatever. We just discovered plate armor, and the question is, what got exposed next? Castle Bailey's. That's almost perfect, actually. Yeah, I think we'll happily take that. Now, I'd absolutely love to find a way to boost our domain limit. I don't think there really is a way to do that. Although that would be an interesting active for the steward to be able to do. Can we replace this with someone that's any better? No. 19 is the best we've got. Okay. That's sad. How are we doing on our development in our capital? We're at 49 right now. Okay. I'm actually going to stop increasing development right now, and I'm just going to switch over to collect taxes. We're getting very, very close to getting our development to its current cap. It's not going to grow at all right now, and I understand that. What would this guy like? He's brave, he's diligent, and he's gregarious. His stewardship is 8. His intrigue is 9. His learning is actually 28. He's an astute intellectual, so maybe nothing entices him like a good book. Did it work? He liked it. Fantastic. How are we doing on that faction? They can send an ultimatum in 2 months. We should see if we can do anything about that. Our sister is not going to get out of this faction. We actually need to drop this strength by 23%, which means we need to get multiple out of this faction. The King of Poland is an interesting option. This would be an alliance, and that'll get him out of there. So that'll drop this by 12%, which means that we need to drop it by another 8. I'd love to get this guy out of there. That would be an ideal scenario. Yeah, this is still a might accept. He'd get a hook. And I'd rather he not do that. We're just going to tick this forward until this is can send an ultimatum in 1 month. Okay, somebody else joined. It seems like they have decided that this is going to be a thing. Noted. Okay, we may end up having to fight this faction. Yes, I will attend your feast. Hang on, we just swayed him, and this went back to the top. What happened there? Okay, he can send the ultimatum at any time. We might want to send him a gift here, bumping his opinion up. I'm going to do it, up to 43. And we could also offer him wardship of our daughter. Okay. That'll help eventually. What else could we do? Hey, there we go. Okay, so they're going to be losing discontentment. He left that faction. That did the trick. Perfect. They can still send the ultimatum until their discontent drops. But it will drop now, and they're now too weak to send an ultimatum. Barely, but they're too weak. That was close. We almost had to deal with that faction. But we managed to find a diplomatic solution, so that's always good. How close are we on Primogeniture? 5 years, so we may very well get that this life. Now, of course, we don't actually want Primogeniture. Unless Primogeniture can still have a designated heir. Hypothetically, that's something I think we might have to for science. Like, we might want to have Primogeniture be our default, but be able to designate an heir. That might be a thing that we can do. We'll have to see. 8% chance? Let's roll it. Okay, good. Did not want to fail that one. Okay, we've got some gold. We can't afford upgrades, apparently. And actually, yeah, that would be true. We'll be able to afford upgrades very soon. This next month tick. So technically right now we can. Lekbarg, we could upgrade to Rampart Walls. Or we could upgrade this to Rampart Walls. Either way, we're not going to see a holding tax increase. Sadly. But let's get it underway. We are getting close to maxing out our structures right now. And of course, we can get up to level 6 here. That costs 603. So we actually have a long ways to go, now that I think about it. A real long ways. Castle Bailey's is 5 years away. Somebody's trying to fabricate a hook on us. Rude. What's our spy master doing? Supporting schemes. We'll move him back to disrupting. I thought he was still doing that. Wonderful. Castle Bailey's are 5 years away. Guilds are 46. That's a lot, to be sure. I mean, there's a lot of things in late medieval that we want. There's a lot of things. This person can marry. That's our sister. I guess we will do something like this. Oh, they're related. Wonderful. Wait, what would the actual child chance be? Medium. Okay, pass on that then. They're related as well. This would do, I suppose. We'll throw the traitor in jail, and we'll ransom him back when he can afford it, which isn't now. But that also means that he can't be in this faction. 300 gold or cattle herd in Pomerania, giving us development growth. Will that actually grow us, though? I'm not convinced that that will actually grow us right now. I think instead we're just going to sell the hides for some quick cash. This faction is being dangerous again. That's not surprising, to be fair. This would not give us an alliance. Sad. Okay. Noted. Lekbarg could get rampart walls, or Pokarwis could get a second curtain wall, and that's what we're going to do. Excellent. I really want to fix our domain limit, but I don't want to give out any of these titles. And awkwardness is ensuing. We could divorce this guy. How powerful is his liege? Pretty powerful. To the point where this is a very valuable alliance for us. Yeah, that's that guy. Okay. I mean, we could marry somebody with better stewardship, or we could just deal with it for now and be like, this guy will hopefully have a stewardship education. That would be nice. We can work on our splendor, of course. This is a dynasty tree. We can work on our legacies, of course. But we're kind of working on making our way up over into here. I think somebody grabbed... Yeah, somebody grabbed this while we weren't the dynasty head. It made me salty. Excellent. Well, we're making 48 gold per month right now. That's not bad. We're making progress on that. But we still need to work on our economy. We have a lot of gold to spend. That is, well, we don't have the gold. We need to spend a lot of gold. There's a large gold deficit. That's what I'm trying to say. We can ransom this guy to himself. He only has 72 gold. Sure, I'll attend your feast. Let's go ahead and ransom him. I want the gold. There we go. We can imprison this guy, 72% chance. And 63% on this guy. Pass on both of those. Okay. So our capital county here could definitely use another rank of walls and towers. We could use outer bailies here. We're a famous reveler. That's always nice too. Now we may want to stop swaying this duke. He's pretty happy with us. It wants us to sway this guy? Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do it. I'm okay with that. He's a relatively powerful vassal. 7,000 troops isn't super scary, but it's fine. We can upgrade these livestock pens, and that's definitely something that we want to do. Forming a rivalry with this countess. We actually don't care about that. She's 37. We'll just hold an interesting conversation. That'll be fine. I would like to start thinking about turning our attention to the outside world again. We've made some progress over here in Italia. In order to proceed, there's a lot that we need to do. There's this county of Urbino here. We could grab that super easily, I think. Yeah, we could grab this amazingly easily. Holy War for county? Orthodox rulers may join the war. He is an Orthodox ruler. We could just press this duke's claim. Okay, so we'll declare that. And we'll put a rally point in here. Actually, we'll put it in here. I meant to not do that. I want to raise them all in the same location. So we're just going to disband these. And we're going to re-raise them right here. And I don't think we need to gather any more than this. We're just going to go right on in with our superior quality troops. We should have no problem taking this. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to conquer a tiny little county. See you all then. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.